You wanted it. Now you've got it. 106.7 Buzz 2. KBZU, Little Rock. Live from Waldo's Chicken and Beer. It's time for Trojan Talk with Trey Schaap on the Little Rock Trojans Radio Network. Tune in for all the Little Rock Trojans news, recaps, and updates. This broadcast is brought to you by Dillard's, Stevens, and Pepsi. Now, here's your host, Trey Schaap.
Welcome to another edition of Trojan Talk live from Waldo's Chicken and Beer. Here at the corner of 6:30 and 4:30, or 4:30 and Rodney Parham. Why am I saying 6:30, Coach? My mind's all backwards. Here in the Breckenridge Village Shopping Center, Steve Weedor, head basketball coach of your Little Rock Trojans, joins us. And, Coach, well, we know where we're seated in the conference tournament that begins on Wednesday. We're going to play the first game of it. I'll just get this out of the way. We haven't had much success in Evansville in the conference tournament. We won one game. But I can't think of a better time when we're leaving the conference to go to a new conference than to go up there and win 4 straight.
Yeah, I couldn't either. I mean, we have. I mean, the first year I think we beat SEMO.
We did.
As the only team that we beat. You know, we beat them the first game and then played in the finals and lost. And then 2 years ago we lost in the semis first game. And then
to
last
Southern
year
Indiana or to UT Martin.
Yep. So, you know, it's no better time than go down there and let's take 4 of them.
Well, when you look back at the week that was, we got a good win over Morehead State on Thursday night inside of the Jack Stevens Center in a game where we came from behind to win that one. We were down by as much as, I want to say, double digits.
11, I think, 11.
Yeah, 11 points that we were down, and came back in that fourth period and outscored them 28-14. Laura Tafali for them, give her credit. I mean, she had 32 points in 37 minutes, 11 of 21, 7 of 8 at the free throw line. But I think you have to give our ladies credit too. Jordan Hallman with a career-high 29 points to go with 8 rebounds. She was 12 of 14 at the free throw line in that win.
Yeah, and, you know, like you said, the fourth quarter we turned it on, and that was a big win for us. You know, we beat a team that finished 4th in the conference, and it'll be a team that we, can face second round, of the tournament. So, I think it gave us a lot of confidence going into this tournament.
And Destiny Salgado, she had 13 points in that win. Elena Payne with 10 points. But I think Destiny Salgado is really coming on. She and Jordan both had double-doubles in the last game in the loss against Southern Indiana. We'll talk about that in a minute. But Destiny Salgado seems like in just 21 minutes in the game, 13 points, 3 rebounds. She's really starting to pick up offensively, I think, what you want her to do.
Oh, yeah, and we need that. I mean, she's a big presence inside, and, she's starting to feel more comfortable, scoring the basketball, and we want to try to get it to her as much as we can.
And then the game against Southern Indiana, they jumped out 14-6 against us. We outscore them 17-16 in the second. They come back, outscore us 25-20 in the third, and then I think we got it down. We tied it a couple of times and just never could get over the hump against the Screaming Eagles. They won at 68-63. They were led by Allie Saunders with 25 points. But we talked about the 2 double-doubles that you had on your squad, 23 and 11 for Jordan Hallman. The graduate was just not going to walk out of the Jack without trying to win her last game.
Yeah, I mean, she showed a lot of heart. And like you said, we had several opportunities there. We had the ball, and I think we could have tied it or went ahead and made a turnover on a pass that was sort of 50-50, that if it gets through, we shoot a layup. And, just a couple of plays at the end, and definitely, like the way our girls fought back even in that game and the loss. But, they just got to, try to come out that first quarter a little bit better, and then we probably win that ball game.
We were talking about Destiny Salgado as well. She had 14 and 10 in that game. Brenna Burke had 15 points. She was 3 of 12 behind the three-point line, 4 of 5 at the free throw line. And, Coach, I thought the play you drew up late there to get her the shot, I thought it was in. I thought her three-pointer was going to tie the game up and we were going to go to overtime.
Yeah, she got a pretty good look. I mean, it wasn't, a look that she couldn't hit. So, we were down 3. We drawed up something, and she was able to get a shot. And definitely, we want her shooting the ball. And even though she was 3 for 12, I mean, the next time we play them, I think she can even be better than that.
when you look at the record going in 15-15, 11-9 in the OVC, obviously you want to be better than that, but assess the team overall. Long season, seems like it went by very, very quick as we head to Evansville tomorrow to get ready for the OVC tournament on Wednesday.
Well, I think the last quarter of our season, we're playing our best basketball, especially on the offensive end. We've been a pretty good defensive team for the last, I would say, 15 games. Defensively, we're guarding people, and we just have some offensive nights where we don't score very well. And I think going into this tournament, we're offensively we're playing as well. But I think the big thing we got to work on right now is just valuing the basketball, taking care of it, not giving teams easy buckets, and that way we can set our defense and don't let them score against us. And shooting layups and not letting us set up our defense. So, let's value the basketball, let's take care of the basketball, and let's go down and have a good possession each time.
Well, we're going to play SEMO in the first round of the Ohio Valley Conference Tournament, 12:30 tip, so we'll be on the air at 12:15 right here just afternoon from the Ford Center in Evansville, Indiana. It seats 11,000. But it is not as loud as some arenas can get, although if you play Southern Indiana, it's going to get loud because it's in their home city. I'm not sure how many people from SEMO, from Cape Girardeau, are going to travel over for the game. I know there'll be several Little Rock faithful there in the stands. We're taking on a team in SEMO that has had our number this season, beat us at their place in Cape Girardeau, and then came into the Jack Stevens Center 2 weeks ago and beat us 71-62, a game that we led after the first period, 18-14. But, Coach, I believe when I went back and looked at the stats, that first half they had one shot that they attempted 6 feet out from the basket. They missed it. Everything else was inside that 6 feet, most of it in the paint. Yeah,
and they shoot 50 to 60%, in the paint. So we have got to guard the inside. We got to do a better job of that. I think our team's looking forward to playing them. I mean, after a team's beat you twice and, you got an opportunity to play them, I mean, they're excited about this. And, I'm telling them, if we can win this first game, that's what we got to do. I think we got a big chance. And, you got to take care of this first one.
Yeah, you get some momentum on your side. And like you said, if you can win that first game, something that we have not been able to do in Evansville. But like I said earlier, not a better place to start than now when you're about to leave the conference and head to a new one. The fact that you're playing a team 3 times in a year, you know exactly what they want to do. They know what we want to do. I did notice today, we're not going to talk about it. I went to practice today. I saw some new things, but I don't want to talk about it because I'm just going to say wait till you see it on the court.
Yeah, I think we, got to make a few adjustments, but winning that first game, just go out there, guys, bring it all on the floor. Don't leave anything in the dressing room because, I mean, it's either win or go home. So, I think our girls are excited about the opportunity. And, if a team can beat us 3 times, during the year, you tip your hat to them. But I think we'll bring it. I think we'll bring it on Wednesday.
I like what I saw in the players' eyes today. There were times when I would kind of say a couple of things to them. How you feeling? What do you think about this week? It seems like they're ready. They know what time of year it is. The calendar is turned over to March. They know what's at stake. They know that, hey, if we go there and take care of business on Wednesday, we got a good chance on Thursday. We got a good chance on Friday. And once you get to that championship game, anything can happen. We saw that our first year in the league, Coach. We went in 17-1, beat SEMO, and then Tennessee Tech beat us in the conference title game.
Yeah, I mean, anything can happen. And like you said, I mean, this is, these girls on this team don't know much about the past.
Right.
I mean, it's, you don't have many girls that know a lot about that. So
we have nobody on this team that was here that first year in the league.
I mean, so you can talk about those type of things for history purposes, but they're dedicated and they're concentrating right now on SEMO, and that's exactly what we need to be doing.
Exactly, and that's all they need to concentrate on. Let's talk about some of the players that gave us fits. Well, we'll do that after the break. How about that? I hear the music. So we're going to step aside here at Waldo's Chicken and Beer. We're also, when we come back, Coach, we're going to talk about a trip to paradise. What?
That'll be good.
Going to paradise next year over Thanksgiving. I love it. I just hope I get to tag along. We'll
I
tell
bet
you more.
you'll be there, Trey.
We'll tell you more about that when we come back. Trojan Talk live from Waldo's Chicken and Beer. Stay with us.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
And may I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Strength is measured not by the number of accounts. Strength is placing value on relationships. It's having the vision and the guts to invest in growth. It's the commitment to responsibly manage your money. At Stevens, we believe that our strengths build success, not only for us, but for our clients. Stevens, member NYSE, SIPC.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you, with state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
Need a power boost after a serious workout? Stick with the original recovery drink. Highland Dairy's chocolate milk contains 13 essential nutrients, including protein and electrolytes, helping you build muscle and hydrate better than water. Our Chocolicious milk is perfect for building healthy bones in little ones and maintaining bone health in adults. It's chocolate milk with no artificial growth hormones, and it's locally made, so you know you're getting the best for your body. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
Welcome back to Waldo's Chicken and Beer. It caught me mid-bite there, Coach. I'm telling you, the food out here is so good.
It is really good.
Waldo's Chicken and Beer here in West Little Rock. Little Rock Trojans head basketball coach Steve Weedor will be joined by Darryl Walker. And then a little bit later, we'll be joined by new volleyball coach of the Little Rock Trojans, as the Trojans have named Aubrey Becker as their new coach. She'll join us here as well. Coach, when you look at SEMO, they've got some really good players. They are big, they're long, and in the game against us at the Jack Stevens Center, they drove it into the paint. Raisha Sabwa had 22 points. I think she had 18 at the half. She was 9 of 9 from the floor. What problems does she present to our defense?
Well, she's not a scorer. That's what's so crazy about that. She's more of a distributor, and that game she just went off on us that first half, being able to get to the paint and drive. Well, she's a 5'11" point guard. I mean, she causes matchup problems, and definitely, we've got to be aware of what she's doing, and we tried to adjust a few things today in practice, so hopefully we'll be able to counter, some of the things that they did against us.
Yeah, we were up 18-14, then they outscored us 22-17 in the second. They were 10 of 13 from the floor, 76.9%. So let's just say 77% from the floor in a quarter. That's hard to do.
That's hard,
even when you're doing it against space, and there's no defense out there.
Yeah, and SEMO, they're playing their best basketball. There's no doubt. They wouldn't have never gotten the tournament, but I think they've won
4 in a row, I think.
4 out of their last 5 or 5 out of their last 6. But, they're playing their best basketball, and, they're going to come in on a roll, and we want to definitely come in and be ready to match whatever they're bringing.
They also have some bigs that present problems for you as well, specifically Anaya Williams. She had 10 points, 6 rebounds against us. She came off of the bench. But Kiara Jones, 13 points, 6 rebounds for her. Their two bigs really did a number against us, 23 points combined.
Yeah, they're probably 2 of the most athletic post players in our league, and when they're on their A game, they're tough to stop, and we've got to be able to keep our bigs in position to guard them. They had a lot of mismatches in our game. and we got to try to keep that from happening as much as we can.
Yeah, SEMO comes in. They had lost 4 in a row to Morehead State, Southern Indiana at home, lost at SIUE and Lindenwood, and then they win 4 in a row against UT Martin, Little Rock, Tennessee State, and then they beat Tennessee Tech this past weekend, 83-61. And what that win by them did, it got them solidly into the tournament, and it also knocked Tennessee Tech out.
Yeah.
One of the most storied programs in the OVC, women's basketball-wise, is not going to make it to the conference tournament.
Yeah, so they, their last 4 games, they were playing, if they lose any of them, they don't get in.
They don't get in.
Yep, so they've been sort of playing tournament ball here for the last, 2 weeks. So, maybe we can come out and take some of that away from them when it comes Wednesday.
I was going to say, maybe it catches up to them that they've been having to play, win or you're done. But, now it is win or you're done. But maybe we can come in, maybe they relax a little bit saying, okay, we've made it to the conference tournament now. Maybe we can go in and play our best basketball against them.
I think you got to, you can't worry so much about, what they're feeling right now. Everybody in the tournament, it's win or go home. And so you've got to concentrate on what you're doing, make sure that you're ready to go out and execute what needs to be done for that game and take it one day at a time.
How much do you think the tough non-conference schedule that we played this year could help us in these next 4 games? Hopefully we get to play 4 games here in this conference tournament starting on Wednesday.
Yeah, it definitely helps you. We went up against some of the better teams in the country, and, just knowing that, being able to go in and understand that, hey, this is what everything that you've worked for all year, this is what you're playing for right now.
Well, it was announced last week. I kind of knew that this was going on in the background, but the Trojans are headed to Paradise next year as part of their non-conference schedule. They're going to head to the U.S. Virgin Islands to the Paradise Jam. There are 3 different divisions, if you will, of the Paradise Jam, and we're in that mid-major division. And I also think that Tennessee Tech is going to be there as well, so we will probably end up playing the Golden Eagles down in the U.S. Virgin Islands. How did that trip come about?
Well, we just, started looking at some options, for this year we went to Arizona, and went to their Thanksgiving tournament, and we got invited and we started looking at it. And, of course, Frank, our athletic director, we started researching it, and Dan and the guys, and I think it's just, a great opportunity. It's a, great recruiting tool. You're going to get to take a good trip, and I think everybody, enjoys that. But also we're going to get to play some good teams down there and get our team ready.
Obviously, the fact that the ladies will get a chance to see the beach, hang out on the beach for a little bit, I'm sure, as well. But that time together when you're away from the Jack Stevens Center in your own bed, it gives your ladies a chance to bond, doesn't it?
Yeah. All those times that you get to do trips like that, it's a learning experience. And, like you said, the more time you get to spend together, the more bonding you get with your team.
Well, it'll be a good trip, and if there are fans out there that want to head to the U.S. Virgin Islands when the Trojans head down there in Thanksgiving next season, you can go to the website, lrtrojans.com. You can find information there. Packages are available. You can get early bird packages and go get those right now while you can. Strike while the iron's hot, if you will. Coach, as we exit the OVC and go into the United Athletic Conference, what type of conference are we looking at? What type of teams are we looking at playing next season when we get to conference play?
Well, I know, right now we've got 3 Texas schools, so we're excited about that. We recruit a lot in Texas, and, getting to play conference teams again, that's going to be exciting for us. And, we got a pretty good rival here next door that's going to be in the league.
They wear purple.
And we're very fortunate and beat them this year, so we'll be going into a conference with them, and I think that's a good situation when you got a rival that is in your conference. And it's just it's exciting. I think everybody's looking forward to it, and I think the competition is going to be even stronger than what we have in the OVC.
Coach, you got to go pack. So we're going to let you get out of here. You packing for 4 games, right?
Packing for 4 days, and really 5, because I think if we win it, we'll be staying Saturday night.
All right, I'll do the same. He's Steve Weedor. Daryl Walker's coming up next. Stay with us live from Waldo's Chicken and Beers Trojan Talk.
At Stevens, our philosophy is to invest every dollar as if it were our own, to seize opportunity, to anticipate rather than react, to deliver constant focus in an ever-changing world, and to pursue the objectives of our clients in order to help them reach their financial goals. A proven history of helping companies and individuals. Stevens, member NYSE SIPC.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Game Time Wraps, a company whose roots are firmly planted in Arkansas but has worldwide vision, is your source for vehicle and architectural graphics and is a leader in sports flooring, serving customers across the country. Game Time Wraps does everything from their home base right here in Central Arkansas. Call them today at 501-771-9727 or visit their website at GameTimeWraps.com.
Arkansas Roundballers Big Joe Klein and Pat Bradley pontificate on Bet Saracen.
People ask me, what do basketball players know about football? What say you, Joe?
I explained that anyone can run up and down a grass field with a screwy-shaped ball, but it takes finesse to strategically launch a basketball from long distances at an 18-inch diameter steel hoop.
Dang, Joe, you sure are smart.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
Welcome back inside of Waldo's Chicken and Beer here in West Little Rock, joined by head basketball coach of your Little Rock Trojans, Daryl Walker. Coach, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Made it to the conference tournament. We've been talking about it for a while now.
Last couple of weeks we've been talking about it.
Just get in.
Yeah, just get in and see what happens. And it was a good win. I was happy for the guys to get a win.
Well, how about this as well? Joe Thomas named Freshman of the Week in the OVC. He had only played 63 minutes all season and only scoring 12 points. He had a breakout week, averaged 15 points per game, 1.5 rebounds per game, an assist per game, and 1 steal per game in a pair of games to close out the regular season. He opened the week, season high 25 minutes against Morehead State, had 11 points, 2 of 5 3-point shooting. And my gosh, did he light it up from downtown in the win against USI. He was 5 of 10 from behind the three-point line, a season best 19 points in 37 minutes. When you needed a guy to step up, he was there for you.
Well, I'm happy for Joe because, kind of redshirted last year and didn't get a chance to play, and this year really didn't get a chance to play. And he stayed ready like the ultimate pro, never griped. I got on him in practice, rode him hard, never said a word back, worked on his craft. And when his number was called, he was ready to go. And that's hard to do, and that's not really where it goes today in college basketball with so much entitlement to players. This kid is an old school guy.
And Coach, too, looking at him during the game and what he was able to do, and then looking at the bench, they were excited for him.
Because they know he's a pro. He's never griped. He's never moaned. He's kept his mouth closed. He's cheered for his teammates. He got a chance. He took advantage of his opportunity. So he's going to play well when we get to this tournament. He's going to play well.
That's one thing I noticed, too, in practices when I would go watch is the fact that he was always focused on everything. When it was time to go shoot, he got his work in. Right. But when it was time to pay attention and work, he's always over there. And I could tell that he's one of those guys that he's just waiting for his opportunity, and he took advantage of it when he got it.
Joe is one of those guys that most coaches would love to coach. You can coach him, don't have anything to say back to you, a team guy, cheers for his teammates. And then when his time came, he was prepared physically and mentally. And those last 2 games, he's played well. And I'm more happy than him than anybody on my team.
I think he's a dangerous guy heading to Evansville.
No, I mean, he's playing well. He's always been a confident guy. He scored a lot of points in high school. Just didn't get a chance to play last year. And this year he kind of fell behind because we had so many guards in the beginning. Then I went with a rotation and stayed with the rotation. Then I put him in the rotation, and he stepped up and he's playing well.
Lost to Morehead State, 76-70 last Thursday. What do you remember about that game? Kind of came down to the end, like it seems like all of them have.
That they were tougher than us. They were tougher than us. They had some good guards that could go off the dribble and break the defense down. And then let's just be honest. We could have won 6 games in a row if we rebounded the basketball. I was with my video guy today, and he was giving me our last numbers of the last 5 games we played, and people were getting 40-some% of they rebounds back when we missed shots. So we probably would be on a 6-game winning streak. But if we rebound the basketball, we're a dangerous basketball team. We're guarding people. We're getting people to miss. But you got to finish that up by rebounding basketball. Let's just be honest. We haven't been a good rebounding team all year.
If you can turn that around and start rebounding the basketball, I like your chances.
Well, I kind of told the guys that, and we'll watch some film when we get there. Stay in the film room for about 2 hours and break some things down from the last time we played Lindenwood and some other games where we're not rebounding the basketball, and just see if we can just take it. I just told guys, you pack your clothes, and we're not coming back to Sunday. Just take one game at a time. That's all you got to do, one game at a time, and we're locked in on Lindenwood right now.
No doubt about that. You had to beat Southern Indiana to get into the conference tournament. You were able to do that, and you did it in a big way, winning 89-70 over the Screaming Eagles in a game that you controlled from the very beginning.
Yeah, I was happy for the guys more than anything. Look, these losses they go on my record, and I never gripe about it because it is what it is. Trey, some years you're going to have good years, and some years you're going to have bad years. And I guess people forget last year we won 19, and the year before we won the league. And this year we were picked to win the league, so we were going in the right direction the last 3 years. There's nothing we can do about these injuries. They happen. It's just I've had some bad luck, and it is what it is.
It is some bad luck, but no better time to get some good luck and win 4 in a row.
These guys deserve it, and we're looking forward to going to Lindenwood at 8:30, whatever time that game starts. We're going to lock in on them. That's what we've been doing. We get down there, we'll practice again a little bit. We'll go over some things, and we'll get ready for an 8:30 game Wednesday.
Do you like the matchup with Lindenwood?
Oh, I like any matchup because I got there. Because we got there. It doesn't matter who you play. It's a one-game series at that time. Anybody can beat you in one game, and that's the beauty of this tournament right here. I still believe that whoever wins the league is the team that really should go to the tournament, to be honest about that. I'm a big believer in that. All this tournament stuff of going down to Evansville, I just think if a team did the gauntlet of 18, 19, 20 games and they came in first place, that they should go to the tournament. I mean, it's just unbelievable that you have to go to a tournament after you've proven you've been the best team in the league. And Morehead and Tennessee State has proven that.
Yeah, they were tied for first place. Tennessee State got the number 1 seed, so them and Morehead State will not play until Friday. UT Martin is the 4 seed. SEMO is the 3 seed. They will not play until Thursday. On the guys' side of the bracket, it starts with SIU in Eastern Illinois at 6 o'clock on Wednesday evening, and then the Little Rock Trojans take on Lindenwood. I think an L team's going to win that one. I think the L team is Little Rock that's going to win that game. And Coach, like you said, get off to a good start, win that first game, and you get the ball rolling.
You win the first game. You can't do anything if you don't win the first game. You got to win the first game. You can't worry about the brackets. I'll play whoever wins, and if we win. So at the end of the day, we're getting ready for Lindenwood. It's one game at a time. You can't get ahead of yourself in this tournament. You just can't do it.
In the win against Southern Indiana, you didn't have the availability of Jonathan Lawson, but to have a guy like Joseph step up when you didn't have JL, what did that tell you, and what did that tell the rest of the team about JL?
It's funny. Coach Baker and I said the same thing, and I was late that night. I was thinking the night before the game. I said, this kid's going to get between 14 and 20. I don't know what he got. Was it 17, 18?
I think he had 19.
Yeah, I said he's going to get between 14 and 20, and he wound up with 19.
Yeah, Joseph Thomas, 19 points, had 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal, only turned the ball over 2 times, but was 7 of 15 from the floor and 5 of 10 from behind the three-point line.
Well, that's what Joe does. He's not a point guard. He's more of a scoring guard. So much we can take the ball off his hand and just let him shoot the basketball and roam around the way he did Saturday afternoon. That's good for him.
When did you see that he was starting to gain confidence? Was it something in practice you saw, or once you put him into a game?
No, I just in the summer before everybody got hurt and he was kind of on the starting team with Kellen and Kaysen, or with Kellen and Jonathan, and he was out there playing. All he had to do was shoot the ball. He was playing well, and then we got into the season. We got our set rotation and never went back to him, and now I'm happy for him. I'm happy for him.
Do you feel like that now he's gaining confidence with every minute that he plays?
Oh, there's no doubt about that. That first game against Morehead, I could tell that he wasn't scared at all. He wasn't scared at all. Everybody saw it on the bench.
All right, he's Darryl Walker. We'll step aside for a second, come back, talk more tournament basketball action Here at Waldo's Chicken and Beer in West Little Rock. It's Trojan Talk. Don't go anywhere. We're back after this.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
And may I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
The future is not about a bond reaching maturity. The future is what my grandfather worked for. It's what my father carried on. It's my responsibility today. The future is my son's tomorrow. At the Stevens Private Client Group, we believe that our strength builds success, not only for us, but for our clients. Stevens, member NYSE, SIPC.
Need a simple breakfast, lunch, or dinner for your family, team, or business? Proud sponsor and local owner-operator AJ Roller's Chick-fil-A restaurant at Markham University has you covered. From Chick-fil-A nuggets in mini trays, mac and cheese trays, to chocolate chunk cookie and chocolate fudge brownie trays. Order through the Chick-fil-A app or call the store. AJ's team will have breakfast, lunch, or dinner ready for you and your team in no time. And don't forget to pick up a gallon of their famous freshly made tea or freshly squeezed lemonade.
The Trojans have been dominating in the paint, but does it guarantee a win? We'll see, Peter.
Like how playing the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery is a guaranteed win for students.
Huh?
Every ticket you buy in Arkansas funds scholarships. And since 2009, they've raised more than $1.5 billion for Arkansas students.
Wow. So no matter the score, that's a win for students. Back to the game.
That's right, folks. Playing the lottery is a big win for students and could be for you, too. Call or text 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
Welcome back to Waldo's Chicken and Beer here in West Little Rock. 4:30 and Rodney Parham in the Breckenridge Village Shopping Center is where we are. Darrell Walker, head coach of your Little Rock Trojans, joins us. And, Coach, as you get ready to pack for Evansville in the conference tournament, A, it's good to be going.
Right.
But B, now let's get some wins and string them together. And C.
No, it's not get some wins. You get one win first.
Get one win first.
Get one win, then you go from there.
Okay, you get one win first. But C for me is, have you found an Italian place in Evansville?
No. It'll be Bonefish Grill. It'll be Bonefish all week.
Okay. You and Ray Tucker?
Yeah, Ray Tucker be by my side drinking margaritas, I'm sure.
Yeah, there's no telling. There's no telling
I
what he'll be
haven't found a good Italian spot in Indiana, no. Nope.
There aren't any.
I don't know. I've looked this. No, I haven't found.
There's some good ones in Illinois. You got to go to Chicago for that.
I haven't found any, unfortunately.
But
we got Bonefish, so we'll be happy.
Okay. All right. 8:30 p.m. Do you like the late start? You're like, hey, I'll play whenever.
I like any start when you had a chance of not getting in the tournament to a chance to being in the tournament. It doesn't matter what the start is. You take it one game at a time. You lock in and you go play.
What did you tell your guys before the game on Saturday? Just go out there and have fun, play loose.
I told them if you want to go to the tournament and have a chance to win it, you better go out and play. I'm not get ready to give you some type of Newt Rockney speech. I'm not doing that. With 30-some games in the season, if you guys really got some pride and want to go play in the tournament, go out and play, and that's what they did.
When you look at honoring the seniors on that team, what do they mean to you? And we'll start first with Jonathan Lawson.
Well, Jonathan had the chance to leave and go back, I'm sure, to Power Fives and make a lot more money than he made. But he stayed here. He wanted to play. He wanted to play minutes. He wanted to have a chance to start. He wanted to have a chance to score some points, and he came back. So I'm going to always be a Jonathan Lawson fan because he could have left and made a ton more money than what he got from us.
Graduate student from Portland, Maine, Toon Gatkek.
Toon's one of my favorite guys. Just a coach's dream. Never going to say anything back. Plays hard. Team first guy. And that's the one thing I like about Toon. He's a team first guy, and he's a great teammate with his teammates.
And I think I told you last week, every time I see Toon, he's always got a smile on his face.
He's an upbeat guy. His shoulders bother him a little bit. I'm a little concerned with that, but Toon's a great teammate.
How is his shoulder?
It was bothering him a little bit in practice, but he'll be ready to go. He's a gamer.
Ronnie will take care of it.
Yeah, he's a gamer.
All right.
He'll be ready.
Tracy Steele Jr., another graduate student from right here across the river in North Little Rock.
Yeah, had a chance to walk on with us and play some minutes this year to kind of relieve Braxton from playing so many minutes.
And speaking of Braxton Bayless, the graduate student from Ankeny, Iowa, what has he brought to this team and what does he mean to this team?
Unfortunately, Braxton's had to play too many minutes this year. Well, really, if Kellen and Casey and those guys have been healthy, he'd have probably been playing 25, 26 minutes a game and probably would have been a dangerous player for us because he wouldn't have been worn down like he is right now.
Coach, I know you treasure every opportunity to go into a tournament setting, postseason tournament setting, because it wasn't that long ago where you guys were on the bus to head to New Orleans after winning the Sun Belt Conference tournament, and you got turned around.
We got turned around in Pine Bluff. Luckily, we didn't get all the way down. And it's no doubt in my mind, I felt that we were good. We would have won 2 games. We had a good team. We were a talented team. We were tough. We were long. We were athletic. But it just wasn't in the cards, and it's hard to get to the NCAA tournament. Everybody thinks it's so easy. If it was so easy, everybody would do it every year at our level, and it doesn't happen that way.
Do you think that every team in the OVC, I mean, I know we're leaving the league, but do you think every team should qualify for the conference tournament and it not be the top 8?
I think it's the top 8. I'm a believer it shouldn't even be a tournament. I believe if you win the league, especially at our level, it's a one-bid league, especially at our level, why should Morehead and Tennessee State have to play after they went to the gauntlet of 18, 20 games and they won? Now, anybody can beat anybody in one game. You know that. I know that. The coaches know that. I just feel that our level, the Sun Belt, our level, this level, whoever wins the league should be going, just like the Ivy League does it, I do believe. I think whoever wins
I think their tournament, though, now, I think the Ivy League, their tournament now does send their champion to the league, to the tournament. But before, you're right. Their league champion was their representative in the NCAA tournament.
Because out of 20 games, you've shown over the season that you were the best team. And now you got to go play a tournament deep in the year where anybody can beat you in one game. All you got to do is have a bad night and you lose.
The Ivy League, they have the smarts, they have the brains up there. Not to say that other leagues don't.
They have it down. They have it down right. I mean, Tennessee State and Morehead, they were good this year. They won the league. I just feel they should go to the tournament.
Would you say this? Would you say if you had a tie at the top, that then they go somewhere and play it off?
Those two go play each other, and then the winner of that goes to the NCAA tournament. I mean, it's unbelievable that you can go 20 games and win the league, and then the first game you play in the tournament, you lose and you're out.
Yeah. I talked with Coach Weedor earlier about this. In the first year in the OVC for the women, they go 17-1. Mm-hmm. They win their first game in the conference tournament, make it to the championship game, and then Sally Korma fouls out 12 minutes in.
And they lose.
They lose.
Right.
But would there be a better way to come back and finish than win 4 games as you're leaving this league, heading to the UAC?
It would be great. It would be great for the guys because it's been such a tough physical year for the guys with everybody being hurt, and we were going to be really good this year, but it just didn't happen for us.
And I remember a couple of years ago you had a really good team, and some injuries once you got to Evansville kind of hurt you.
Mikhail
Mitchell
tore his labrum again.
Yep.
And couldn't raise his arm. He tried to play, but he couldn't raise his arm.
And he was a guy that I know you guys depended on.
Because he blocked shots and he rebounded the basketball. So now we're here now. We're locked in. Let's play Lindenwood at 8:30 and see what happens. These guys have been battling the whole year. Nobody's ever quit. That's the one thing I like about these guys. They could have easily have shut it down this year. Nope, not one player. They all played. A lot of guys were playing too many minutes, but that's just the way it was. There's nothing I could do about that. But now we've earned our way to the OVC championship and just see what happens when we get there.
Talking about Lindenwood, what problems do they present to the Little Rock Trojans?
Well, the way they get up and down the court and how many points they average. When they get out in the open court, they probably in the top 10 or 15 in the country with fast break points and getting out in transition. And then you got Fertrell that can really shoot the ball. Then you got Williams, and of course you got Jones in the post. So they're a good basketball team.
You have to really get out and defend them.
I think you have to get back in transition and build a wall so they don't get any easy baskets and make them play in half court.
Is it a game where you think you can get them going up tempo, try to run them a little bit?
No, that's what they want to do.
I mean,
we got to run when we can. We have to control the tempo of the game, and more than anything, we got to rebound the basketball. If we rebound the basketball and we make a decent amount of shots, we'll be okay.
Are there things that you can work on in practice to go to helping you rebound the basketball better?
No, this late in the year, you either can rebound or you can't. Let me tell you something. Rebound is all about desire. It has nothing to do with want to. I played with 2 of the great rebounders in NBA history, Moses Malone and Dennis Rodman. They just went and got it. has nothing to do with boxing out. They just went and got it.
You need to show some guys some of the Dennis Rodman tape.
No,
My gosh.
He's a different. And that's
he made a lot of money rebounding the basketball.
That's a different dude that now.
It is. Coach, good luck in Evansville.
Thank you.
All right, Darryl Walker here at Waldo's Chicken and Beer. We're back with more after this. Stay with us.
Strength is measured not by the number of accounts. Strength is placing value on relationships. It's having the vision and the guts to invest in growth. It's the commitment to responsibly manage your money. At Stephens, we believe that our strengths build success, not only for us, but for our clients. Stephens, member NYSE, SIPC.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Did you know you can experience unlimited access to ArkansasOnline.com and premium sports content? That's right. Get news anytime, anywhere, including daily and breaking email newsletters sent directly to your inbox. Get access to archives, photo galleries, event calendars, and much more. Take advantage of a digital subscription today at ArkansasOnline.com and stay connected to the most reliable, up-to-date news anytime, anywhere.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you, with state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
Welcome back to Waldo's Chicken and Beer here in West Little Rock at the Breckenridge Village Shopping Center. I am Trey Schaap, joined by new Little Rock volleyball head coach Aubrey Becker. Coach, congratulations on being hired here at Little Rock. And how's it been so far since you've been named head volleyball coach?
It's been a whirlwind, but it's been awesome. We've had so much fun in the gym already. We've been recruiting our tails off, and it's been a blast.
Why Little Rock?
You know, I think any opportunity to come back to your home state, to come to a great program with an amazing history and a lot of success, and a place where there's just great people, you know, I think this can be a winner. And so it fit our family really well. I think for volleyball, there's just a great trajectory here.
And when you talk about history, there's not a lot of coaching history. Because Van Compton, who you are replacing, I think she's been here since the buildings went up, basically.
Yep. She has
40 years.
Incredible. She's incredible. I actually played against her when I was in college. Yeah. So it's just kind of come full circle, but I have so much respect for her and what she's done.
Have you been able to bounce ideas off of her or try to, learn something about the program from her?
I have. She has been so gracious and open and, just willing to chat about volleyball, chat about the program, chat about alumni. And I'm so grateful for that and her support, not only for me, but for the program and the care that she has for the program and the people in it.
How do you put your roster together coming in and taking over the program?
Yeah, there's been, quite a few that are going to be graduating from this group. And so we've got a lot of positions to fill. We're looking for, great volleyball players, but we're also looking for great people. And they have to do a great job in the gym, but we're certainly looking for the right kind of kid who wants to be in Little Rock, who wants to work hard, and who's ready to go win championships.
You come from West Virginia, and last year, my goodness, you guys started 12-0 there, had some big wins against some big-time programs. I think it was you all, Nebraska, Texas, Mississippi State were the last of the undefeated teams.
We were. We had a great start, best in program history. You know,
in 52 years, right?
In 52 years, you're right. And so, you know, the girls they had that in the back of their minds, but they certainly weren't, you know, going out every match with that as the focal point. But it was just really cool. They had this chip on their shoulder. They wanted to do something, you know, break a record for the program. But they knew that Big 12 season was going to be really tough. So we were just trying to take advantage of every opportunity that we got in non-conference and keep building and try and be better and better. And, you know, we looked up after that last winter like, hey, we did this. It was great.
Your support program that you have around you, your husband, your daughter are here tonight, and I say daughter, little daughter, boy, it looks like Michelle Cuervo's found a new best friend right now holding her.
She sure has.
What do they mean to you?
Oh, they mean everything. This wouldn't be possible without them. You know, I also have family in the Tulsa area that's helping us and investing so much in this career and allowing me to juggle both worlds and be a mom and be a head coach and run a program and invest back in these women. And I truly wouldn't be here without them.
How does it make you feel when you come in to have so many people reach out to you and say, hey, Coach, what do you need? I'm here to help you.
Oh, gosh, that means the world. You know, it really does. It takes a village. It takes so much support, so many people. And I think that it just shows how many people want this program to be successful. I think that it's not about me necessarily. It's they want to, number one, they kind of want to have a part and a piece of this program. They want Little Rock volleyball to be good. And I think there's a lot of supporters out there, and we just have to kind of tap into them.
You walk into the Jack Stevens Center, a place that celebrated 20 years of athletic competition this year. Is there a better mid-major arena anywhere in the country?
You know, I don't think so. I think this facility is just not only gorgeous, but it's very functional. It's just it's a good place to play, you know, any sport. But for us, we have such an advantage. Yeah, there's not a lot of programs in the country at any level that have this kind of facility, that have a training facility built into their competition facility as well. You know, we're very fortunate to have this as a resource.
I know that the volleyball season starts in August and runs through, well, if you make it all the way to the NCAA tournament, you're playing in December.
Correct.
But you also get to play some extra games in the spring, right? How does that work, and where are you guys going to play?
Yeah, so you're allowed up to 4 competition dates in the spring. You can do play dates where you play multiple games in a day as well. You know, we have small numbers right now, and we're a little bit more focusing on our training versus competing. But there's a couple local things, and there's some places that I think that we are still discussing that we might want to compete at, just to play someone else on the other side of the net and see something different. But it definitely is going to be more of a focal point next spring when we have a little bit more of a balanced roster.
I have a niece that plays volleyball. She's 14 years old. So maybe you might want to recruit her. She is taller than her mom. She's taller than my wife,
all right,
Amy. But she also plays basketball too, but she likes to play that club volleyball tournaments. Do you have to get out and go see those events, I mean, recruiting-wise?
We do. We sure do. We're on the road every weekend, actually, this month. We've been out to 4, I'd say, tournaments already this spring. But, yeah, we travel from coast to coast and sometimes internationally. You know, we're going to find the talent wherever the talent is. But that's one of the fun parts of this job. You get to see some cool places. You get to meet so many cool people. But, yeah, there's thousands of these volleyball players jammed into a convention center, and you're walking around on concrete floors all day long. It's great.
It hurts the knees, doesn't it?
It does hurt the
knees. When you look at the game of college volleyball, how has it changed from the time that you played, the time that you were being recruited, to now?
So much. The game has grown, I'd say, is the biggest piece. More and more people know about the rules. More people are playing the sport. Younger athletes are playing the sport. And that's one of the most positive things to come out of this. More volleyball's on TV. That was just not a thing when I was playing and being recruited. But, yeah, there's so many rules even that are changing, you know, within the college game and the high school game. I think there's some positive things. You know, we didn't even have challenges back when I was playing, and so a challenge review system is a great addition to our sport. So yeah, it's wild how much the game has grown.
How many high school volleyball coaches have you been able to, in programs, have you been able to go out and see here in the state of Arkansas in your short time so far?
Yeah, I certainly want to make sure that I get to see more. I've been in a few club gyms already, haven't been into many high schools, but certainly reconnected with a lot of coaches that I'm familiar with, or, schools and areas I'm familiar with too. So that's one of the cool things about being back is I'm really familiar, and I don't have to start at ground zero, right? Like I know the high schools here, I know the regions, I know all kinds of different things about the area, and that's just such a positive.
We're going to talk more about the depth of high school volleyball when we come back. Aubrey Becker joins us here on Trojan Talk, live from Waldo's Chicken and Beer. Her daughter Nora is here as well, but she's got a pacifier in her mouth, so you won't hear her screaming right now. We're back after this. Stay with us.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
At Stevens, our philosophy is to invest every dollar as if it were our own, to seize opportunity, to anticipate rather than react, to deliver constant focus in an ever-changing world, and to pursue the objectives of our clients in order to help them reach their financial goals. A proven history of helping companies and individuals. Stevens, member NYSE SIPC.
Need a power boost after a serious workout? Stick with the original recovery drink. Highland Dairy's chocolate milk contains 13 essential nutrients, including protein and electrolytes, helping you build muscle and hydrate better than water. Our Chocolicious milk is perfect for building healthy bones in little ones and maintaining bone health in adults. It's chocolate milk with no artificial growth hormones, and it's locally made, so you know you're getting the best for your body. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
Game Time Wraps, a company whose roots are firmly planted in Arkansas but has worldwide vision, is your source for vehicle and architectural graphics and is a leader in sports flooring, serving customers across the country. Game Time Wraps does everything from their home base right here in Central Arkansas. Call them today at 501-771-9727 or visit their website at GameTimeWraps.com.
Welcome back to Trojan Talk. Aubrey Becker joins us, head women's volleyball coach of the Little Rock Trojans. Just found out that your husband's a caddy.
A huge golfer. He used to caddy.
And he wants your daughter to learn to play the game of golf.
He would love that.
You would like her to play volleyball.
I would like her to pick a sport and be good at it.
Do you think you could coach her on the volleyball court?
We'll see, maybe.
What's your coaching style?
I think personally I'm a really energetic person. I think I try and translate that into the gym as much as possible. Fairly vocal with my players, like to give them a lot of feedback. But yeah, I would say, who you see me as now is who you kind of get in the gym.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit more of a motivator and a pusher in the gym than I am, just in casual. But certainly, I try and be as similar as I can be.
Okay, I watch all kinds of sports. And when it gets down to the NCAA tournament, I will watch some volleyball from time to time. Tell me what the coach is doing when they've got the clipboard up there or the notepad or something, and they're giving hand signals. What all does that mean?
Yeah, so one of them is usually calling specific locations for a serve. So the server has different zones on the court.
And they can hit them in that zone?
They can hit them in that zone, and they can hit them consistently. That's how we train.
Yep.
And then someone else might be up towards talking to the blockers about the defense and who they're supposed to go block and what the other team's offense is doing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and maybe even someone's calling the offense on their side and telling them who to set. So there's lots of hand signals in our sport.
I was going to say, it seems pretty complex.
It's a much more complex game than people realize.
Have you ever played, let's go back to your time at West Virginia when you were coaching there. Did it ever get so loud in there when you guys were on that run that it was just like, okay, the only way we can communicate is because of hand signals?
Truthfully, in some of the gyms, it gets unbelievably loud, and you're right. Like, you have to use a lot of eye contact. You have to use your hand signals, and you really got to lean in. Our gym was really large, and so it didn't always fill up with sound, but there's some places we played that it just echoed, and you really had to communicate well.
High school volleyball in the state of Arkansas, how has it changed since the time that you played?
Yeah, I think same thing. The level is just increasing here. I think that helps when you start playing at a younger age. I don't think middle school volleyball was really popular when I was here. I don't think there were many club teams. There's 2 more that have developed just in Little Rock since I've been back. And so I think, getting a ball in kids' hands at a younger age is really rapidly helping the level here. And we are the fastest growing female sport in the country. So I think more and more women are wanting to just jump on board.
And I remember Nate Olson, who is the sports information director for Little Rock, was on the road with the men's basketball team. We came from Eastern Illinois, spent the night in St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
We check into the hotel, and there are people from Little Rock that were up there playing in a travel volleyball tournament.
Yes.
They're all over.
Yeah. There's great cities, especially in this region, that we're close by to. We've been to Kansas City 2-3 times already. St. Louis we've been to as well. Dallas isn't far. Tulsa has good volleyball now. There's so many, Nashville. We're in such a great region. But yeah, these tournaments are all over the place, and they're big business.
I'd rather go to Kansas City than St. Louis. Only go to St. Louis for Charlie Guito's. It's a good Italian place. I'm a Cub fan, by the way, so that's why I say that about St. Louis.
Got it.
When it comes to building your program, what type of volleyball player are you looking for?
Yeah, we're definitely looking for people who are passionate, who are all in, who want to work hard. Those fiery people that have something to prove, they really mesh well with me. I like people who have a really good work ethic, who want to just really lean in and like to be trained. I think that people that are versatile as well and like to play multiple positions or like to be trained, I think I really, really get along well with those people in the gym. So we're looking for a lot of that in our program.
In basketball, you have to be able to get up and down the court. There's a lot of running. There's a lot of movement, and there's a lot of conditioning. Is it the same in volleyball, a lot of conditioning? I know you don't run up and down the court, but there's a lot of movement that goes on.
There's a lot of movement. There is actually a lot of conditioning. It's just a little more sneaky because our plays are a lot faster and, rallies are not as long, but they happen very quickly. And there's quite a few of them in a match, especially if you go into extra points. So our conditioning, we have to also train and transition and work hard and block and transition. There's just so many pieces that does add a lot of level of athleticism and endurance to our gym.
The quickest way to get a point in volleyball is to ace.
Yes.
But do you remember the longest rally that you were ever a part of? Either coaching or playing?
I definitely think it was as a player. I haven't had super, super long ones as a coach. But yeah, we've had some long rallies as a player, and I had many games actually, I believe, that went into the 30s. While I competed in college. So
Got to win by 2.
Got to win by 2.
I know that.
Yes.
I don't know much, but I know that you have to win by 2.
Hey, if you've got the basic level,
and if you get to the 5th set,
yeah,
you don't have to go all the way to 30, right?
Correct. It's
or
15.
25. It's 15.
15, but still win by 2.
Yeah, you still have to win by 2.
So you could go to 30 in the 5th set.
You could go to 40 and 50 too.
You could, and some volleyball games have.
Oh my gosh.
Wild.
Moving to the UAC. Obviously, the Trojans have been in the OVC for the past 4 seasons. UAC volleyball, what do you think the makeup is going to be like? And obviously, we're going to play the team up north that wears a little bit of purple.
Yes, we are. I'm actually glad that they're going to be in the league. I think it's fun when you have a healthy rivalry. And I know them. They're great people. And so I think it's going to be really fun. I also think the level and quality of volleyball in the UAC is going to be great. I think it's a really good fit for our program. The travel is going to be a little bit better for us. I think the level of competition is going to be great for us. So I think it's going to be fun. I'm really happy with the transition.
Looking forward to going to some of those Texas schools?
I am. I think they're going to challenge us, but I think it's going to be a great challenge. And I think we all kind of tend to recruit in the same region too. So we see each other a lot and we have some fun banter, and I think it's going to be great.
When you're on the road recruiting a player, what do you say about Little Rock that would make them want to come be a part of your program?
Yeah, I think we're building something great here. I think it's going to be a great conference and a great challenge. And I think, it's such a good place with so much support here. So, yeah, I think a lot of people want to jump on board.
Aubrey, thanks for coming out.
Thanks
Appreciate
for having
it. Good
me.
luck.
Thank you.
New Little Rock women's volleyball coach Aubrey Becker joining us. Don't forget, Little Rock Trojans, 2 games on Wednesday. The first one at 12:30 will be on the air at 12:15 right here on Buzz 2. The guys around 8:30 in their game. Ladies against SEMO, guys against Lindenwood in the OVC Conference Tournament first round. So long, everyone.
Trojan Talk, live from Waldo's Chicken and Beer. This broadcast was brought to you by Dillard's, Stevens, and Pepsi.